You've watched this.
What do you say?
You said you've done this one before with G.
Well, no, not this one. I did the soda one. I was gonna do like the soda and like
Mm.
artificial sweeteners, and I was gonna show you a
Oh,
video on him talking about that. So we did that before.
but
But
you do this one instead.
yeah, this just kind of I've been meaning to talk about this, and since you over here, so yeah, we definitely gonna talk
Because
about
I'm
it
over here,
because
what?
you over here
Just
with
because
it glazing, you're glazing the rock, however you want to put it. That's
he's
like a word
making
now or something.
that's a weird word. Stop.
It's very weird. It
Let's
is. It
not
is weird.
let's not talk about. I don't. No,
No,
no.
but I guess it's like glazing is kind of like boosting him
Very,
up.
very
I've heard
weird.
some people say it. Yeah, but it is kind of weird. Yeah,
Not
never mind. Never
about.
mind. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, no, never mind. Look, you're encouraging The Rock to take steroids, so
I'm
let's undo
not.
that fact.
That's not true. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, if you were listening to this, I don't condone steroids, but I do think you're attractive.
Yeah, with steroids. That's what because you haven't seen him
Uh-uh.
without steroids. You
I
haven't
think
seen him
he looks.
without it.
I have seen him right now,
He's
and
steroids.
he looks good.
Steroids. All right. Let's listen. Let's look at this video. Because then it'll make more sense. Because he's a liar. He's a freaking liar. This guy's crazy. But it's hilarious. I love how Coach Greg looks when it comes to all this. Let's do it. It's freaking hilarious.
It's like money to Oliver.
And his best friend is a 70-something-year-old chicken. So that will be my next role with Benny Safdie, and I'm so excited because I get a chance to transform again like I was able to do in Smash Machine. So can't wait.
The reason for all his weight loss is he's going to be starring in a new movie called Lizard Music, where he plays a 70-year-old man whose best friend is a chicken.
Right. It's stupid. All right, I'm sorry. You're going to get more context on it, but that's what he said. He's essentially like, he's cutting down real low weight because he's about to play a movie. 70-year-old.
Wait, 70 or 17? Because I'm like,
No.
there's a big difference.
No,
All right?
70,
Okay,
70.
okay. Because I'm like, listen.
But that's so stupid.
I was like, listen, The Rock, like, he looks good, but he can't pass
He
for
can't
a
play no
17-year-old.
17,
Okay,
right?
you can't play no 17-year-old. Y'all are reaching
Right.
if you're gonna try that.
He said he's gonna play a 17-year-old who's best, but he's playing a 70-year-old man whose best friend is a chicken.
Okay.
Like, what kind of stupid movie is that? But anyway,
chickens are cool.
no, get out of here, okay? We're not
Look,
about to
I
do
got a
this.
chicken. Look at my chicken.
Okay, that chicken looks hard. Look hard. Looks hard, but that chicken look like it needs to take steroid. Cause something wrong with it. That chicken need a tetanus shot or something. Cause I don't know what's going on with that chicken. But the reason, like, there's a reason behind The Rock. Like, he's losing all this weight, but you're gonna see what he said in a podcast about.
Well, he's losing the weight for the roles. Yeah.
Oh heck no! Keep listening. Keep listening.
I'm listening, Trey.
Yeah, because that's what you think right now. Don't believe everything you hear.
How do I even start this? I'm riding along racing bikes only to find out the real, actual reason why The Rock lost all of this muscle, and you're not going to believe it. I mean, how could you believe it? Well, I don't believe it. He's, again, lying through his teeth. Do you think he's going to admit to coming off of steroids, HRT, SARMs, peptides, growth hormone, any of this stuff? Of course not. And so you got to watch the video. Wait till you see what The Rock is spewing. Yeah, he's not cooking, he's spewing. And one thing he's not cooking is chicken breasts. Just wait, just wait. You just wait and see. Shut up!
We're gonna make a film called Lizard Music, which is based off of a novel written by Daniel Pinkwater. And a little bit of backstory for you guys here is Benny pitched me this after we wrapped the Smashing Machine. And after about 45 minutes, this pitch ended, and I said, I am your chicken man. And what that means is there's, without giving too much away, there's the role that I will play is a very whimsical and eccentric 70-something-year-old man called the Chicken Man. And his best friend is a 70-something-year-old chicken. Yeah, and so that will be my next role with Benny Safdie, and I'm so excited because I get a chance to
Wait, can
hopefully
chickens
transform
live
again like I was able to do.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
So can't wait.
The reason for all his weight
I don't think they can, so he's probably lying there too. But yeah, but all his weight loss is that he's getting ready to play a role, 70-year-old man whose best friend is a chicken. That's the reason why he lost
Wait, I
weight.
need to hold on. I really need to look up how old.
Hey, you better.
No,
I cannot.
how old can chickens be? How old?
Okay, I cannot. Would you?
I need to know right now.
I cannot. Okay,
Chicken live. How old? does a chicken live?
you are hilarious. Oh my goodness.
All right, all right. So a chicken can't be 70. All right.
Yeah, the Rock's lying again.
Says chickens can live between 5 to 10 years on average,
Wow.
depending on their breed and care. Some well-kept chickens may live up to 15 years, with the oldest recording chicken living 22 years. All right. So at most, this 70-year-old man's chicken is 22 years old. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right.
He's lying. I'm trying
I
to tell
mean,
you.
okay, it's not his fault though if that's what it says in the script.
Okay, keep on listening. It's crazy, but remember, this is what he's claiming his weight loss reason is. But
Right.
look, keep on
Boss
listening.
is he's going to be
keep on
starring in
listening.
a new movie called Lizard Music, where he plays a 70-year-old man whose best friend is a chicken. This man is eccentric. He's a little weird. He's obviously a little bit more frail. I mean, how many men in their 70s look like The Rock? And so The Rock went from playing a 20-something-year-old jacked up behemoth of a man, juiced out of his mind on steroids in his 20s, to now a frail man in his 70s. Apparently has nothing to do with cardiovascular disease, atherosclerosis, the fact that his circumflex artery is getting closed off.
What they thought was plaque in the circumflex valve.
And so I do believe that he's playing this role, but I don't believe that The Rock is just losing all of his muscle for that sole purpose. Now,
it's this simple to get your dream body. Get this app called
So hopefully
FitBody
you
and
see
go to
what he's saying.
workout
Like
settings
that
and
was a
set your preferences.
snippet.
If you want to build
They go
muscle,
deeper into it.
Rock, how are you going to lose all that muscle? You know, you're in your 50s. How are you going to go from a man who's juiced out of his mind, looks incredible, is in his 50s, to a frail man in his 70s in a matter of what, a year? How are you going to do that?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
exactly?
Just know that, Kay. He's saying
Well,
he's gonna lose all that muscle.
I'm saying
That fat,
like
how you don't
how
lose muscle. You don't lose muscle that fast in a matter of a year.
yeah.
That would be like cancer. Like if I, you get what I'm saying? Like if I stop working out for like a year, there's no way I would just lose. I wouldn't just like go down to being looking like a 70-year-old man. Like,
Yeah. I mean, actors do a lot of like extreme stuff though for their movies.
dude,
Like,
but it's hard to lose muscle. It's like muscle is like you can't really, like, that's like the last thing the body breaks down. And you saw how big he was with the dude that he just played. That's a movie that just came out, or I think it's coming out. I think it's coming out, but he had to play like a UFC fighter, and he was like jacked up, obviously probably pumping so many steroids. He had a doctor's appointment, and they said that they found plaque in his artery, and that was like around like that was probably a little bit before this movie came out, and now he cut back on all this weight. But to
well, I
not
mean,
make it,
I hope he's listening to his doctors though. Like if like, you know.
yeah, hopefully so. But obviously, what's a better way? Because again, he's never claimed that he takes steroids. He says he's natural. He's
Yeah.
natural, man. So what's a better way to claim?
People who take steroids never claim that they take them anyways.
Absolutely.
So,
And that would hurt his Hollywood image, right? Like he's a drug addict. People who take steroids are they're pretty much drug addicts. Steroids is a drug. When you're shooting it up at your booty, someone put it in their booty, some of them take it in, and they're like literally take it like they're addicts, they're drug addicts. And it's like that's literally what they are. And why would The Rock want that image? So what better way to do than to cover it up saying, I'm getting ready for my next role, 70-year-old chicken man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're going to lose all that muscle you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
The only way to lose muscle fast is, like I said, either you have cancer, right? So I've seen people who go from looking like this and then they get really frail. Batista did it. I'm not sure if you've seen Batista, but he did. He went really frail. People thought he was sick. It looked like cancer. Like, what the heck happened?
Mhm.
But when you stop taking steroids, that muscle is produced through testosterone. When you
Yeah.
stop taking steroids, that decreases your testosterone drops completely. That
Mhm.
replenishes muscle.
Yeah.
Or it's cancer. It's like something medically wrong with you. And it's like, dang, why do you look like a 70? What happened to you so fast? When a
Mhm.
person shifts weights very fast, something's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm. The body is not supposed to do that, and The Rock is obviously not starving himself. It's crazy.
Exactly is involved. Like, imagine I'm about The Rock's age. I'm going to be 50 this week. How would I go from looking like Coach Greg? Perhaps I look 50. You might think I look 60, whatever. Some of you just yap a lot. I think I look perhaps 40. How would I go from looking like a jacked up cyclist to a frail man in his 70s? Well, the first thing I would do is I would stop using performance enhancing drugs, namely HRT. The next thing I would do is I wouldn't work out ever. Zero working out. The next thing I would do is I would starve myself. I would eat hardly any protein. Now, would I ever actually do that? Oh, well, they would pay you $20 million, Coach Greg. I would say no. Why would I want to go from being healthy to being a frail old man for money? I mean, I would pay every ounce of that money, $20 million, to not have to do it. The Rock is almost worth $1 billion as is. Why would he do that? And so, does it perhaps not make a little bit more sense where they would have told him, Rock, you have to get off the steroids? And he's thinking, oh shit, now what? And so, upon hearing that, he thinks, oh wow, I'll play a chicken man. What makes more sense?
See, the doctor says, yeah, you gotta go off the steroids because steroids causes plaque
Mhm.
in the arteries. It's like, so they're telling him,
Yeah.
hey, you gotta get off, and it's like, oh man,
Well,
when
yeah, and
people
then
see me drop weight, yeah,
no, of course. So, I mean, that's his cover story, I guess. What you would say. I mean, it's like it's.
sounds it makes the most
I'm gonna
sense.
say it is still real. He's doing it for the role, but he's not.
He's almost worth $1 billion though. Okay, like
I
he made
know, but
his
he's also
argument.
not. But he's not. Like, I get it. I get the guy.
Yeah, there's
No,
no way he'd starve himself
I
to
get
play a
the
chicken
guy.
man.
No, yeah, I get the guy's argument. I'm just saying, like, I get it. I'm just saying.
There's
No,
no
what I'm
reason.
telling you, Trey, is that like that's a cover story from the
That is
doctor.
hilarious.
It's the cover story, Trey.
It is like they must have because his image is a really big man and walking around big rock, the rock. Your arteries are clogging up. You got to stop taking these steroids. And freaking The Rock is like, oh snap, I'm gonna look like a frail man if I stop taking the steroids the amount I'm taking. I'm gonna lose my muscle. I'm gonna play a 70-year-old chicken.
Look, maybe he likes the story, Trey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this man, yo.
You need to come off steroids for health purposes. I mean, the main character of Transformers went on SARMs for a few months, and his cardiologist told him he had to come off. And so imagine The Rock.
There's some weird new steroid that they gave me that I've got big.
And so does it not make more sense that they told him that he had to come off, and then he finds a movie role where he has to lose all his muscle in order to justify the transformation he's making? And so just like he had to transform for the movie Marker, of which I'm told he had to put on 30 pounds, imagine, The Rock had to put on 30 pounds of muscle to play the role of Marker for that movie. And following that movie, I'm told that he lost those 30 pounds. But following the loss of those 30 pounds, that wasn't enough. He has to continue to shrivel down into a pebble in order to play that old
Yo, check it out. New customers get $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you make your first $5 play.
man, Dwayne Johnson says weight loss is for new acting role. He plays a 70-year-old man whose best friend is a chicken. I still have a long way to go. I mean, The Rock still looks incredible for 53 years of age. He looks nothing like a man who's 70. And so my opinion is, if you built your physique while being 100% natural, even if you just sit down and play video games all freaking year long, you're not going to look like you're 70. Do you really think that your muscles that you built over the course of perhaps 30 plus years are suddenly going to disappear in 1 year, from not working out? It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. Does it not make more sense that he was blasting steroids and eventually he came off? I'm asking you. And so then The Rock says it means eating less chicken. The Rock said in an interview about the upcoming film. Well, obviously, I mean, he's best friends with the chicken. I would assume he's not going to eat chickens. Last I checked, I don't eat my best friend. Of course, it's mostly about the protein. Losing muscle, an act few of us mere mortals would ever dream of. We have enough of a hard time putting it on. Require less protein in your diet. And so The Rock has decided to go on a low protein diet. That explains it. I mean, he went from saying he ate 6,000 to 8,000 calories and having those massive stacks of pancakes on the weekend, those cheat meals, perhaps drinking tequila, waking up at 4:30 to do those bikini girl workouts where he walks around with 15-pound dumbbells doing lunges, and where he sweats so much and wrings out the sweat as if sweat is a sign of having a good workout. It's just a sign that you were in a hot environment.
That was another thing. Yeah, that was another topic we talked about one time on the podcast with G and Larissa, and we were talking about sweating. Like people, look, okay.
Yeah.
Us humans, we can be idiots at times, and a lot of our idiocracy can come from us, like our own self. Like we are self-deceived, or we keep deceiving ourselves. I knew people during COVID. There was this one very popular thing, and this may get some people mad when they hear this, because they probably still believe that sweat indicates that they're losing like fat, that they're like it just means they're hot. Like literally sweat coming, it's your body trying to adjust temperature because it's like, oh, it's just hot. It's not.
It's a body regulating system. That's what your body uses to get you back to normal.
But people literally, you got some people who are like, so you got some people who sweat harder than others. There's some people who believe that unless you sweat, you're not burning calories, you're not burning, like they don't think that you're doing any of that. They're like, I gotta sweat, I gotta be pouring, wringing my shirt out. And that's what The Rock does. I gotta be doing all that to kind of like, and he does that little fake thing to kind of make it look like he's working hard and burning. It's just like your body's just regulating and you're sweating hard. Mm-hmm. And you probably sweat harder than somebody else. I know some people who work out and they barely ever sweat. But you got some people who will stay in the gym trying their hardest to sweat. And it's just like, and so that happened during COVID. I was seeing that, and that's when I started talking about it with G and them. I saw people with, I'm talking aluminum bodysuits. Okay. Like they were dressed, you know what I'm talking about? The little balloon.
I know what you're talking about. Like,
and they just,
I mean, like that stuff will, like, the thing about those things, like, even like before I went to, to make weight for like the basic training, like to get, to even get in the Army, my recruiter told me to, like, this was like put on like a Vaseline and then like saran wrap around your stomach so that you would sweat, because it's so that you lose, because what you lose is water weight. What you're losing, like when you sweat a lot, you're losing water weight. Water weight is fast. Like if you're losing weight fast, it's more than likely water weight. Like
that's dangerous. That's dangerous because like you can dehydrate. Yeah, like women do that with bodybuilding competitions. They take diuretics and those things help. Yeah, like
exactly.
They do that mess, and that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is, but it is like one of those fast ways. Like if you gotta make weight for
If you
something,
got to make way for something, yeah,
like that's what people will do.
it's freaking stupid. And you know, I think it's so freaking stupid. People still believe in that. You know, like even with microwaves don't cause cancer. That was a thing that people thought. If you look it up, it doesn't. That's not. That has been that myth has been dispelled. Like it literally doesn't. Just scientifically, the
Hmm.
radiations are too low, and so you know. But I got my family members. They said don't stand in front of the microwave. All this, like they're still doing like. But when you don't know stuff and you don't even care to look it up,
Yeah.
you're stupid.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Tylenol doesn't cause autism either. I just am gonna
That was that was a thing.
that's a thing that's going around right now.
Yo, Tylenol causing autism. My goodness. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't understand a lot of it's kind of crazy. You know, during COVID, it was a lot of crazy stuff. There was this one woman I used to see. I don't see her anymore. I think I stopped following her, but I hope she got banned and I hope people finally understood her schemes. But she would sell oil. She called it body oil, body lotion. You rub it on your belly, rub it on your stomach and stuff, and it'll help you burn fat.
Mhm. Yeah.
No.
No, I
It
know.
pissed the crap out of me and G. Like we
Well,
just
yeah,
kept up.
because that's not real. You can't just.
But the women would she
Well,
called it
I
like
know
snatched or something like that. Her
it's
brand was like
because
snatched.
people want to find the quick fixes. They want to find the things that like they don't have to put in as much work. Like I've been there before. I saw like I honestly I wish there was something that could just be like easy and get rid of like
Yeah.
and I could just like get rid of my stomach or I could do that. But it does take time. It takes time. It takes the effort you got to put in that the progress. You got to put in the work. You got to do it, you know?
Or risk losing your life by cutting yourself open.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like if you have like if if a doctor has suggested that a surgery is like will be good for you, like,
Yeah, some people need it.
like some
Yeah,
you do it's like some people need it and so like
absolutely.
I'm not gonna like I've said that
I'm
before. I'm
talking
not
about people who
gonna, like
don't need it. I'm talking about
yeah,
people who don't need it.
no,
I'm
I
talking about
get it.
people
I
who
no,
yeah.
I totally get it. But it's like I'm never
Hmm.
gonna like, you know, um I'll advise against it, but I'm never gonna like tell you what to do with it. Like if you choose to do that, you choose to do that, but you still have to
It's a
understand
risk.
there is a risk,
Hmm.
but you have to understand the risk. And you also have to understand that when you do those surgeries too, like it might be a quick fix for the time, but it's still you still have to put in the work. You still have to do stuff. Like the doctors will even tell you you have to avoid certain foods. You have to like be careful with like this and that. Like if you want to keep like, you know, keep it and then be healthy with that. So,
And do
like,
you really want to go through all that? Like, do you like when you could just have discipline, right? That was Jesus' biggest word, discipline.
mhm. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. People
Or
want
just
progress.
lazy,
I,
and some
I,
people are just lazy and don't want to.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like cheating on a test,
Hmm.
right? Like a lot of people have cheated. I've cheated, I think, a few. Yeah, I've cheated a few times, but for the most part, I wouldn't. For the
Yeah.
most part, I definitely wanted to do things on my own, this and that. I probably cheated sometimes because of peer pressure, things like that.
Hmm.
Um, but when I would not cheat, oh, how going back to our last conversation, our last podcast, people would get mad. Like they would be like, "Look at my answers." This and that. It's like if I'm saying no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Why in the does that concern you? Like what? Who?
Hmm.
Why are you getting mad over what? I don't want to look at this stuff. It's my grade.
Hmm.
And people just they want you to join in so that they don't feel bad, I guess.
I did
Um,
have somebody that tried to peer pressure me into having them cheat off of me. I told them
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
They,
No, that was galore. Oh, that happened all the time. Well, you put your thing over this way. I knew bullies that would hit people and threaten to beat them up or something or be intimidating. But when come test time, hey, you got me right. It's like,
No.
yeah, you idiot. Those are the people that take the steroids. Those are the people that lie or do things in corporate to get higher pay, right? Or to go get, those are the higher up people who do nothing, right? Those type of people that do nothing and they got there because they cheated their way to the top or they slept their way to the top. We can literal cheat, like it's those people. And it's a lot of those people. They don't want to do the freaking work. But that's why I love fitness. That's one of the reasons I keep this podcast open. Not because I'm as passionate about it as that. No, it's because it's very similar to entrepreneurship. You gotta put in the work. You can't fake it.
Yeah.
You can't, it's like entrepreneurship. And that's one of the reasons I keep it open. That's probably the sole reason. It's because I understand it's work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Can't cheat it. You can try. Ozempic and all the other stuff you want to take. You can try all those different things, and I've heard of nurses and people that take all these different things. But one thing about it, it always comes back around. You always go right back around to either doing the same thing over again. The weight comes back, more weight. Is that if you don't learn discipline, if you don't learn, and it's not even a matter of just learning discipline because you will have your moments, right? We will have our moments, yeah. Like
no, I've definitely like fallen off a
and
little bit just because of like my mental state, like what I've been going
and
through.
that's
But I
okay.
also know
Exactly.
but I also know like that's like it's
That's a part of it. That's a
that is
part
a
of it.
part of like that's part of like that, and so and that it does affect that. That's the thing is like and I know that it is affecting like me not going or me not doing it is affecting my mood, is affecting my mental, is affecting that. So like
Wow.
that's why I also have to try to make sure that I'm like, okay, I need to try to put steps into place where I like get out, you know.
But there's moments too when you
But then
won't.
also I need
Yeah.
but there's also times where you have to be like, you know what? It's okay.
So yeah.
Like, to not go out and,
Yeah.
whatever. Not go to the gym, not do that. But at the same time I have to, it's like it's a balance. You have to balance it. You have to figure out like and it's not necessarily that I'm making an excuse. I wouldn't even say
Yeah.
like it's an excuse, but it's like you have to figure out, okay, do I have the time or the capacity to do this, or
Yeah.
do I need to rest? Like
Yeah.
like is that what my body needs, or will I feel better if I go out?
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to sometimes you even just have to like I have to force myself to do it, to go out,
Yeah.
because I'm like I know I'll feel better.
Yeah.
Oh, your phone's about to die.
Yeah. That's why I'm charging right now. I was like, oh snap. So I just tried to switch it over. I was like, oh. Like if I had not saw that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I got you on my AirPods now. Okay. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I want
like
to say
hands down.
something real quick. I'm sorry. I'm bringing the chicken back. Wait, you don't have your earpods in. Never mind.
I do have my AirPods in.
You do? Okay.
Hmm?
Can you hear him?
Okay, you better get that chicken out my doggone ear. Yo, get that doggone chicken out my ear, Jay. If I hear that, yo, I can't believe you just did that. That's horrible. That is low down. You did not have to do that. Yeah,
I'm
I almost
sorry.
scared it. That almost scared the crap out. I was like, what the world is that? That's messed up. No, that's messed up. That's peer pressure.
That
No.
was my little prank. That was my
The
little
peer,
prank.
peer pressure. Peer pressure. We just talked about it. Peer pressure.
We just talked about pranks. Was that a prank that you didn't?
Relapse.
Was that a prank you didn't like?
Don't relapse. No.
I'm
All right.
sorry. I'll never do it
Nah. It's all good. Just don't go complaining when I do my snake prank again. When I prank out, step on the snake. Don't. Yeah.
I won't,
Don't do
you
that.
can't. You won't fool me twice with that.
Nah. Next time it'll be a dog or something. No.
Oh.
A fake dog.
You're trying to make me cry every time.
I'm playing.
I know you're
I'm
playing. Man, that was sad.
Y'all should have. Yeah, that was like probably the best. Oh, that was like the best snippet ever.
I cried. You almost had me crying for a snake.
You had your bottom lip poke out. She like hid, and Jay was just like, oh man. He just he couldn't believe it. He was like, you better say that's fake.
Yeah. Watching
Yeah,
it back,
it was,
I'm like, I should have known it was fake. It wasn't moving when you put your foot
it
over
was
top.
not. Yo, I
Like it didn't,
loves
like,
it.
cause like a snake would have moved if you had put your foot over top of it. Like a real
The
snake.
the best snippet ever.
Hmm.
Loved it.
There you go. That me squeezing the chicken in your ear was my payback for the snake.
Yeah. All right. Well, now I got to do something else. What goes around comes around. Let's finish this though. Come on, because it's
All right.
ridiculous.
No,
Ridiculous.
we can go. We can go.
Ugh.
But I'm
So
gonna say
this is why The Rock disgusts me. But go ahead.
I am gonna say this. Like I never like I'm not gonna say like I just don't comment on if people are doing something or aren't doing something. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Mm.
not gonna say he is or isn't on steroids.
Oh, he is. Man, yeah,
Um,
you can say all day long that he isn't, but
I
he
am
is.
not gonna say either way. Is all I'm saying.
But you got to know how steroids work, though, okay? I think it's important
Hmm.
because people like this, people like The Rock, lie to natural people, and they
Yeah.
make natural people want to. It's just like how you would probably say about a female or someone who gets butt work, stomach work done, and then they get online saying, "Man, oh yeah, I just don't want to," but just get your body snatched. Your body need to get snatched. Like,
No, and
what
I
you
guess that
doing?
no, I feel that, and I've
Yeah,
also
you got to
seen
speak out against
no,
that.
no, no. I've also seen like the people that do like the photoshopping of the bodies, like where it's like
They're lying to people. They're lying.
yeah,
And they're
and
saying it's natural. And it's one thing to say that we did it. I Photoshop, but you're lying.
yeah, yeah, it is,
The
and
Rock is lying.
no, and that's like, and that is true. Like you don't want to like false advertising.
Coach Greg took steroids. Just hope you know. Do on the left. He has
And
to, and now he takes.
I believe it, but
Not
and he's been upfront about it.
exactly. Now he takes HRT. So that's what you probably heard him say.
Yeah,
HRT is hormone replacement therapy. That's what you take when you get off of steroids because
mm,
steroids jacks up your testosterone.
right.
It shuts down your testosterone and your body doesn't produce it anymore.
Yeah, so he needs it. So
So
he
he
needs
needs it
that. Hmm.
exactly, and
Yeah.
that's what's happening here with The Rock. The
Well,
Rock is still blasted.
and I can appreciate like because like I could also tell it was like he's not he's not natural either or wasn't you know
Mhm.
Coach Greg.
I mean, he still has an amazing genetics, amazing body.
Oh
Like the
yeah,
muscles, yeah, the muscles you see and stuff. It's still his genetics. I'm not sure how much HRT he's taking though, because he could be taking a bit more than normal.
yeah, and I don't and that's the thing is like you do have to be honest. I think being
Yeah,
honest is what is the most important thing. Not only for like people like you said for people who are um on the weight loss journey. Like um I have a lot of respect for there's someone I follow on TikTok who she had been trying to lose weight naturally and now she decided to go on a GLP-1. Um
what's that?
it's like a weight loss drug. It like helps. It's
Mhm.
like a shot
Like
like
Ozempic or something?
kind of like that, only a little
Mm.
yeah, kind of, but it's not Ozempic. Um but it's like something that does help you, but she's also still putting in work. Like it's not like she's doing that, but she's still eating healthy. She's still, like she's still exercising and stuff, but she just was like it wasn't going as fast as she wanted it to, and she was getting kind of discouraged. And so she talked to her doctor about it, and that's what she's doing. But she's also like showing like she's showing her like what she does with the GLP-1. Like she's showing using it. She's showing like
Wow.
she's giving her honest feedback on it too.
She's open about it, man.
She's open about it, so she's talking about it. And like she's had some people like, make comments like, well, you're cheating or whatever, like by doing this. But she's like, I'm still putting in work. And she's still putting in work.
But she still is cheating. She still is cheating.
I don't know. I don't necessarily see it as cheating if you're like,
well, she's not natural. She's not natural is what I'm saying. It's not a natural way of doing it.
yeah, but it's still like, I wouldn't call it cheating. Like, I don't call even anybody taking getting weight loss surgery cheating if they're like, if like,
yeah, that's their decision. So I guess they're not really cheating, because
like, I don't call it cheating. I call it,
yeah.
It's like them doing something for their health. Like, I don't call that cheating. Like, steroids is another issue. Steroids are bad for your health. Like,
Well, I think people getting weight loss surgery and they don't need it could be bad for your health.
Yeah, it could be.
I think so. Yeah, like, and you don't need it. There's people who need, and there's people who
And
like.
I don't. But see, the thing is, I don't know her medical history. I don't know nothing about her. Like, she and her doctor had the conversation. They came up with
That's true.
the plan. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not gonna comment
That's
on
true.
that. Like, I don't want. Like, I don't know the medical side of that. That's not my business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But but the fact is, she's being honest about it, and she does put in work. Like, she's like running marathons. She's running like this stuff. Like, she's doing stuff. Like, she's working out. She's putting in the work.
Yeah.
Like, while still doing this. So like.
But when she's losing weight faster than it's normal, at least people will know now what's being that. And it's like, that's what I'm saying.
But she also talks about like the side effects. Like, she talks about like she gives all the like, she talks about like how it makes her feel, like what it is, like all this stuff. So like she's trying,
The Rock does none of that.
Yeah.
The Rock does none of that. He's just so you know, the guy that you think is nice, hands on, the stand-up guy, right? The
I never said.
Nah, the one who you think you said he like Christ and all this stuff, and
I didn't say any
I'm
of
like,
you, sir.
I'm just
Stop putting words in my mouth.
Hey, I'm just saying, this specimen who keep lying to people. Again, he has do you know how many people follow him? It's a lot of followers. There's a lot of people that know him, and they think that this is achievable. You have young guys that think, oh, one day I'll be like The Rock, and steroids.
Yeah.
Let's finish.
Let's do it.
Well, I guess we can try to finish.
We'll watch some more.
Right.
Doesn't mean you had a great workout. I mean, if that was the case, you just lay down in a sauna and not even have to move. The way to lose all that muscle is you just eat low protein. And so no more chicken, no more egg whites, I guess no more steak. And so just eat rice cakes, perhaps rice, asparagus, and less protein, and you'll lose 60, 70 pounds of muscle. It doesn't work like that. Something you don't know. Well, you probably heard of this. To maximize muscle hypertrophy, you should be consuming about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And so for The Rock, let's say he weighs 250. About 250 grams of protein. Now, if The Rock lowers his protein intake to 0.5 grams of protein per pound, 125 grams, how many of you think he's even going to lose 5 pounds of muscle from doing that? He's not. Even if he only consumes 0.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight, he's still going to be eating more protein than is recommended by the RDA. 0.36 grams per pound of body weight. 154-pound person would eat 56 grams of protein per day. Even if The Rock consumes only 90 grams of protein per day, he's probably going to be healthy. That is the minimum recommended by the RDA, and if you consume that, most people are going to be healthy. Now, does it optimize muscle growth? No. But it's enough to not look like a 70-year-old man. And so unless he's eating drastically less protein than that, unless he's going vegan and purposely avoiding the protein and even in vegetables, he's going to have enough protein to at least maintain a semblance of a guy that has some muscle. I mean, literally, if I cut out whey protein, chicken breast, egg whites, if I went vegan, totally vegan, I wouldn't lose 50 pounds of muscle. This is ridiculous.
50 pounds of muscles. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
And
that's a
and so the
lot.
Rock, that's a lot, and he's doing this in under a year. So there's only one way you can do that. And Greg Doucette just said that he can cut all that out, like he can cut a lot of protein stuff out and still kind of probably consume enough to like look like a normal person. So
Mhm.
he lit to look a set like a 70-year-old man for this role. The Rock's gonna have to get very, very skinny. And
Yeah.
and so that's telling you how seriously that's artery thing probably really is. It's
Oh
like, hey
yeah.
man, you gotta cut this, you gotta cut back. So we need to put you on a roll, mimic just how skinny you gotta get. So he's losing weight, may not be looking as bad right now. By the time he's ready for this role, really gonna be what he like looks like steroids because it's like we had to take you off, but we gotta cover it up.
Mhm.
He's like, hey, yeah, this is gonna be my role, so y'all don't think I'm just going bad. So
Mhm.
I think this goes back to caring about what people think. I think The Rock is a really big example of that. He cares about what people think. So it has caught him in a lie.
Yeah.
He's lived this lie all his career, and now he's like, I gotta keep going.
You gotta keep it. Mhm.
I gotta keep it. I gotta keep this lie up. If I let somebody know, and
Yeah.
so he's probably gonna die like this. He's probably gonna die with this lie.
It's
Taking anything,
possible.
and that's sad. It's
It is
really
sad.
sad.
It is sad. It's sad that that's like how people think sometimes, like that they have to keep it up.
And
But
that's where body dysmorphia comes in.
well, it does, yeah. And yeah, just caring about what people think.
Caring
I
about
mean, that's the whole like. I mean, that's why. I mean, that's why I like following certain people. Like, I mean, I also just um I try to find people that I think like are natural or do, like you know, are promoting the body positivity. And when I say body positivity, it's not like I think people think of body positivity as like people always say it's like glorified.
you gotta be
No,
careful with that.
I don't care. People say it glorifies obesity or whatever, but I'm not saying like with body
Yeah.
positivity, it's not about glorifying obesity. It's about saying like you can love who you are and love yourself, and you should love yourself in whatever body you're in, um, while still striving to be healthy. And what does that look like for you? It'll look different for everybody. Um, like what health is and what like, and so I like to follow those types of
So,
people.
nah, but we're gonna talk about that one because that's a sensitive one too. We talked about it before. G and all of us talked about it. But yeah, because
No, it's okay.
Liz, whatever her name is, Liz something.
Lizzo.
Liz,
Lizzo.
she said something that Greg Doucette talked about, and he got a lot of backlash on TikTok for it. They banned him or something, so he never went back to TikTok. But
Mhm.
like, yeah, we talked about it, and yeah, like you said something very important there. I think you said, just while still supporting health. And I think
Yeah.
that's a really big thing because some
Well,
people will
that's
say
the
body
thing that you
positivity.
have to. Well, that's like what like right now people have been talking about Megan. Oh, why can't I think of her name?
Megan Fox, Megan Good.
No, not Megan Fox. Ah, she's she's a
I'll
singer.
look it up.
Yeah, I'm about to. Um, da, da, da. She just lost a bunch of weight. She's the one that sang
Really,
all about that bass.
Megan? Do you see it here?
Trainer, Megan Trainer.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, that's Megan Trainor. So like so this was her and then she just
Oh yeah, that's how she used to
recently
look.
yeah, she just recently lost a lot of weight, but she was all about like, people but a lot of times people always say she's like when after she lost weight, they said um uh they were saying something
She looks
like
completely different.
she just lost weight.
Yeah,
But
but like, what weight make you look completely different sometimes.
it
Like
does.
it can
Yeah,
really
it
make.
does. but
she,
like people were commenting and just saying, what about body positivity is what they said. And I'm like, that like has nothing to do with body positivity. You losing weight doesn't have anything to do with body positivity. What has to do with it is, you know, the people who are super skinny can have body dysmorphia. People who are overweight can have body dysmorphia.
yeah,
People who are healthy can have body dysmorphia.
yeah,
Like when I talk about body positivity, and when I think a lot of people talk about body positivity, it's understanding that you're beautiful in whatever body you have and loving yourself. It's more about loving yourself on the inside and the outside, because then as you change, you'll still like what you see in the mirror. Because you're gonna have ups and downs. Like life is like that's just how life is. Like when you get pregnant, when things happen, like, you know.
I gotta admit though, she didn't look bad here. Like she doesn't
No,
look
she never.
horrible.
That's what I'm saying.
So
She never
why did she
did.
drop more weight? Like why did
Uh,
what's she looks complete like
I
this
think it
looks
was.
different here.
I think it was after her. Um, I think it was after she had a baby.
Wonder what did she do? I don't know if it was like natural.
Honestly, I
Did
don't
something.
know. I didn't look into that.
Yeah, that's hold on. I gotta look at a comparison. Cause I've like I remember her. She was on the fourth with Diddy and I've known her from a few like singing shows, but she didn't look bad at all.
No, she doesn't.
So I'm like, and she didn't look that big. So I'm like, if she dropped more weight, so that was her there. Okay. Hmm.
She never looked
Yeah,
bad.
I think I remember the 20. Yeah, she never looked bad. Never looked bad, exactly.
And she doesn't now.
She doesn't now. Yeah, she doesn't look bad. But
Wait, is she really younger than me?
wait, she's young. No, there's no way.
No, it
Nah, you
says
definitely
age.
look.
No, that says age
Nah,
31.
nah, there's no way. She definitely looks older than you, Kay. Like I thought she was older than you. I thought she was like what?
Oh my gosh,
Yo,
she is younger
okay,
than
you're
me.
what the heck? She's older than me.
She's
Well, I guess I expected that,
she is younger than me.
but that
Just by a year though. Just by a year.
but how is she younger than you? That makes no sense.
We're
She
basically
doesn't look like she's in our age range.
maybe that's what
She looked
Hollywood
older.
does.
I thought she was like freaking yeah, Hollywood. That's crazy. Hollywood does some crazy stuff to people because I thought she was like near 40. She was like 39, 38, 39. I thought she was like pushing into like 40s.
I think it's fun to figure out how old celebrities are.
It is. No, it is. It is. But this is very yeah, she doesn't look bad. She doesn't look bad here. But she doesn't look horribly unhealthy on the left. 2018, that doesn't look
No,
unhealthy.
but see, this is the thing about like for women. Like I'm gonna tell you, like in the early 2000s, I mean, like all shows, like there were shows that would, and like the 90s and stuff, you would watch shows where um healthy women would be called fat in the shows.
Mm.
Um, and so like that's where a lot of like the body dysmorphia comes from, at least for women. Like
Wow.
because we're watching these shows where someone who looks like us
Yeah.
is called fat,
Yeah.
because they're not like super skinny,
Yeah.
like um and that's where you get like, you know, the eating disorders and different things that come from it. And you can see that in the shows too. Like
I agree.
like if you like I've looked up and I've seen like if you look up like you know, the 90s, early 2000s, like women that were called fat, like the Diary of Bridget Jones, that actress in there,
Mm.
in there she was called fat, and she barely had any fat on her at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at this. The left is exactly what I remember. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that the right don't look like she did something. Like, to the right, is like to the left, you don't look bad at all. Like you don't look like you're obese. So then to get to the right, that's definitely like looking at her face. It's definitely a change.
Well, you lose fat in your face first.
Yeah, yeah, and even her arms too. Like even her arms and
Well,
stuff.
yeah,
Like
and then it's your arms. It'll be your face and your arms that go first. That's what my trainer told me, and it was true. That's what I saw when.
yeah, but like I said, like she didn't need that. So like for me, it's
Yeah,
not
but
like
she looks
she.
good both ways. Like I mean, I'm saying she looks good both ways. So if she feels good in, you know,
Yeah,
either one, like as long as she's healthy, that's all that matters.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. I hope she's healthy. I
I
hope it's
I,
not.
I think she is, but I mean, I guess I
Hope
don't know.
so.
I
Yeah, I
hope
hope
so
it's not
too.
ED. Hope it's not anything like that.
Yeah.
Because like you said, image is a big thing when it comes to celebrities.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the thing that people like talked about though, like with her, and then even with Lizzo, when Lizzo started, you know, working out or whatever, they're like, "What happened to body positivity?" Nothing.
Oh yeah,
I'm not saying
yeah.
nothing happened, but that's the thing is like I'm like nothing happened to body positivity. They just have like decided they want to be healthy, like
Well, or it was a misconception. Because I don't know if Lizzo was saying this, but I think I kind of took it that she was kind of saying that in the sense where she was just like, "Hey, love your body," not really focusing on health. It was just love your
yeah.
body. It was just
Well,
like love your
yeah.
body for what it is. And I think that's fine, but like you said, I think you should strive towards healthy.
Yeah, you definitely should. And I think there are like I'm not going to say everybody takes it. That's why I'm saying like for me, when I talk
Mhm.
about body positivity, that is what I'm talking about. And I think the majority of people who talk about body positivity in the fitness community, that's what they talk about. Or like at least the ones that I go around is like talking about striving towards health. And a lot of things that I
Mm,
watch is like sometimes I will like watch like someone who is striving towards health on like who is obese like right now, and they're working towards health, and they're moving, they're going to the gym, they're in a calorie deficit, like they're working on the stuff, and they'll show videos of themselves working out, they'll show videos of what they eat in a day, and they get all these comments talking about how they're promoting obesity, and like that makes me angry because and like there'll be people that I follow that call those people out because it's like it's almost like a damned if you do, damned if you don't type mentality because for people who are overweight
mhm.
because if you're not doing something to try to better your health, somebody's going to comment something, somebody's going to say something.
Which why you can't care.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
it does. It all comes back to that.
Nah.
And that
Yeah.
and then like and then if you do something, then they're also gonna comment like you shouldn't be
Yeah.
taking up the gym, you shouldn't be doing this, blah blah blah. It's like just shut up. You have nothing to say. Like you
Yeah.
like
They're gonna
like
talk. They're gonna talk. Yeah. People gonna talk.
mhm.
And that's why and again, like you were saying too, you know, the body positivity, like I love who I am. I love I'm black. I love my skin. I love my black skin. I love my hair. I love my lips. I love like, okay, cool. But I also want to be healthy. I want to live a
Yeah,
long life. I also don't want to
right.
have tingly feet and tingly fingers and feeling like I have to faint because my high blood pressure getting high. I'm getting dizzy and I'm
Well,
getting like lightheaded.
yeah, and
You
that's why
know what I'm
you're
saying?
starting to cut back on sugar and you're doing those
Exactly.
things. And that's
Like you want, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to be okay with your body, but you also want to make sure that you be around a long time to enjoy your body and enjoy those things. And I think that's what you're saying about body positivity.
Yeah, and that is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is like we're gonna change in life. Like going
Exactly.
back to The Rock with him trying to look like a 70-year-old man. Like, that looks differently for everybody. People say, like when we were saying like I didn't know that Megan Trainor was a year younger than me. I didn't know that. But like you look at somebody, you can't always tell somebody's age just by looking at them.
Yeah.
Like what is age? Age looks differently on everybody, but it all depends on how are you taking care of yourself. What are you doing? There's skincare, there's genetics, there's a lot of things. But like, I might get wrinkles. I probably will when I get older, but I should love them anyway.
Exactly. Absolutely. No, hands down. And I'm glad we ended off on that because like you want to love the skin you're in. You want to love the person that you are. You have what God has given you. If you lose that, if you don't love that, you're doomed. Because no one else is going to fix you, nor can you be like anybody else. No, you are who you are.
Yes, but you also have to take care of yourself.
But you want to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so the body positivity I do not support, and I don't think should be supported, is the body positivity that just says fat, skinny, super skinny, this or that, whatever you are, just live your life. And there's no supporting of health.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like, let's see that you're not helping 600-pound person. You saying love yourself, they're gonna die.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I want them to still love themselves, but
Yeah,
also but like that's what I mean. Is like I still want them to love themselves, but strive towards being healthy.
Exactly. Love the person, the skin you're in, but strive towards yourself. Absolutely. That's good.
You ready for books?
Yeah, this is good. This is really good. I'm keeping these images up while we screen record too, because sometimes the image can capture that attention, and this is trending right now.
Yeah, that
So
worked. We were talking about it worked. We were basically talking about it. And I guess like
yeah,
my little face is down there, so
and sometimes it like zooms into it, but sometimes it don't, and it zooms in a little weird. AI be acting all weird, so I get you. I get what you're saying. But this is good. This is a good trendy topic. I was actually looking for something trendy in regards to fitness. I didn't know about this. This is,
well, I mean we be looking at different stuff. I didn't pay attention to The Rock. You paid attention to The Rock. This is what I paid attention.
Yeah. And this is good. This is really good. This is really actually very good in correlation to The Rock. But I don't think it's that much of a drastic change in the sense that she could have done this naturally.
Yeah, I feel like she did, but I didn't look into it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, the body positivity stuff.
yeah.
You were saying, yeah, I get that. All right. Do it.
Let's go
Let's
to
head on over. Yep, let's do it. Because we've missed this. So let's do it.
yeah. Okay. Bye.
All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.